walking around these leaves, and then when I get over to here, there's a car. It has a C34 license plate, or C3 license plate. I think that has a 33 license plate. It's tan. Stalked it up this morning. All the stalkers are taking their stalker children to school. This car is straightening out on the street as this car drives by me. They're both black. Has a B9 license plate. He stalked it up. This guy just got out of the car at the corner. I think was it seen? That car just splashed me. It's tan. And I think it's seen. Hear a car alarm. The car alarm. Hey, is it that car? Yeah. This car just turned off next to me. It says a 555. Is they think she's opening the door when they drove by me. It says a B9. The car alarm's still going off. But yeah, I don't hear it anymore though. I saw some whiteys on the street behind this street. The whitey is driving by another whitey when I get across the street. They're like right next to each other when I got across the street. The whiteys. She has a 64 license plate and she was waving at me right when she drove by me. Was that a sync? Right at the back of the truck. Has a C3 license plate. Oh, is that a whitey? I think I hear a stalker over there. She's sitting in the car. She's sitting in the car. Why does the car alarm keep going off? The fuck? It's turning off right as this is driving forward on the street. It's turning back on again right now. Why does the car alarm keep turning on and off? She's sitting in the fucking car. The fuck? Y'all saw her sitting in the car? What's she doing? She having a stroke or something? This has a 22 license plate. This has a B9 license plate. The car alarm is right after the corner of the house. This is a look sink. It's a tan. It says a 555. Is this it? Meeting these. It says C22. What's this one? Is it sink? It has a B2 on it. It says a C3 on it. It's tan. Is it sink? It says a 77. That car is hitting its brakes as it drives by me, and it was meeting this whitey at the intersection. It's driving by the edge of the driveway, I think, or something. I just saw 2 cars up the street. I see a bunch of stalkers over there syncing up at the corners of the intersection, each other, going opposite directions. Those were black and silver. They stalkered up. This has an 84. This is right here. Is it sink? That truck has a 29. Is it sink? This is turning right here. Is it sink? This has a dim light. Is it sink? Is it white sink? The light's turning right when I walk up. That's a 29, and that's tan. That's white with the tan. Looks sink. Like a bunch of sink. These birds probably sink. I was walking by this car that parked in the parking lot sink, this white SUV that parked. And then right when I walked by it, these birds flew over my head. Is it a B2 sink? Is it a sink? This says a 33 at the corner of this house. Is it sink? The last car is at the corner of the house. Is it sink? This white truck's right here. Is it sink? That silver car that was with the white truck has a 64. This has a 333. Is it sink? I bet. I don't know. I think this car pulled up when it drove by me. This green car, you know. And then he's straightening out when this whitey drives by me. And then he's driving by at the corner of the house. Looks sink. Looks like a sink. Here's a green C3. Is it sink? I don't know. Just a green C3. I see a lot of both of those things, you know. This is a C3 and the other truck's at the exact same time. Was it sink? This whitey looks a little bit early for that corner. Slightly early. But yeah, like when I walk around things on the sidewalk, I think pretty much every time this morning they've been driving by me when I walk around things on the sidewalk. When I walk around a car that's in a driveway, or when I walk around leaves on the sidewalk, or whatever. And then like they had, like I walked, right before I turned the camera on, I was walking around this car in a driveway, and there was 2 cars going opposite ways, and they're just driving really slow. So I just gotta stand there and wait for them to drive by. And then, like, my phone is always getting, like, every day, multiple times a day, I'm always getting, like, either a text message, like, from a spam number, or, like, one of those, like, Google or Apple News notifications. Get one of those, my phone vibrates. It'll either be those, or it'll be, like, a call from a spam number, or a stalker calling me or texting me or whatever. And it'll happen at synced up moments. Like the other day I was doing a delivery at this house out in the country. I forgot to say this part. And like I'm inside the house working, and like out the window, it's like out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere. So like there was barely anything happening out there. But when it did, it was synced. And like out the window, I see like a tractor drive by on the street. And right at the same time, my phone starts ringing. It's like a spam number. She just went in the door at the center of the street. I think she was synced. And then a lot of times the spam number will have like 33 in it or 84 or whatever. Not every time, but most of the time. And then like those political text messages, like those were coming in synced. Hello, are you synced? Don't sync. It says one orange light. Is it synced? This car is pulling up, like pulling up and stopping at the intersection when it drove by me. And then it's driving in front of me right there. Is it synced? Yeah, it's been stalked harder this morning. All the stalkers are taking their stalkerlings to school. So that has a 33. Was it synced? This guy, the red shirt, was just standing there. He's just started walking. Did he do it sync? Is he about to do a sync? Don't sync. He's walking up to the back of the truck right now. He's walking around now, right now. Is it sync? Is that tan car sync? Don't sync. Don't sync. Don't sync while you look directly at me. Don't do it. Stop. Just stop doing it. Just stop. This has A23, I think 33. Definitely an A23. I've been seeing, I think, multiple of those this morning, like 2, 3, 4 and shit like that. I see those every day, but I think I'm seeing more of them this morning. He's closing the door and starting the truck. Here's this ink. The last house. The guy with the red shirt. Is he about to sink? Is he sink? He's hitting his brakes again right now. Is it sink? to FedEx right now. Is the sink? Is the sink? What's gonna sink at the synchro section? Is it gonna be sink? Is this orange car gonna sink? Don't sink. There's a black truck with a silver truck next to it. As I walk by the corner of the house, I think they were sink. What's gonna sink right now? Is it gonna be synced when it sinks? This car is crazy. Yeah, suicidal. It's not that serious, bro. I see this whitey turning right when he drove by me. I think it was him. This car has a 93. Is he one? These are speeding up the street to sink white. To sink white. Here comes the garbage truck. I think he was synced with that semi behind me. Some kid just came out across the street with a red shirt. I think he's synced. He's starting the car right here. Is it synced? The silver truck followed by a silver car, and I think this black car just turned on. And they were driving by. He's probably gonna start backing up at the alley. Is he gonna start backing up at the alley? Yup. He's backing up at the alley. Right at it. And in front of me, right at the other side of the alley. And the silver truck was like driving back here right when he started to back up too. And then I think I just saw a black car in front of me. And it's taking off next to me as I walk by the back bumper of the car. Sink. And I saw another car in front of me when I was walking by it. It looked synced. So, right now I don't see any sinks. But I see a car coming. He's probably gonna sink. I hear a truck beeping as he gets to the intersection. He's got a red coat. And I think it was at the corner of that house, maybe. The edge of the driveway, whatever. Is it sink? Maybe not. Maybe he was syncing with the sound or something. I don't know. Is this gonna sink? Is this an 84 sink? I see the garbage truck. He's dumping the trash can right now at the curb. I doubt the camera could see it, but I could see it. Well, now it's sync, or now it's not sync. Now it's quiet. I don't see any sync or hear any sync. Will I make it to the intersection? I bet I won't make it past the intersection. Oh, there's someone coming out. Are they gonna sync? Walking up to the sidewalk right next to me is a sync. She was staring at her phone, smiling as she did it. Is it funny to sync? Is it funny sync? I thought he got in the car. I don't know if he synced or not. What was in the background? Was there a garbage truck? I missed it. Can I make it to this intersection without getting synced on? Can I make it past the alley? I think that's a sync head river. And I hear a car. There's a white SUV driving behind me at the alley. Those are always synced. It's synced again. He's hitting his brake sync. He's letting off his brake sync. There's a car right there. Is it sync? I see the lights flashing in the fire station garage. Are they gonna pull out synced? Oh, they stopped flashing. Oh, and then, like, I just burped right there at the alley. It's like gas gets like trapped and then releases at sync moments. I swear. Like, I'll just feel like I have to burp, and then it'll just come out right when I walk up to the intersection and shit. Or right when a stalker drives by me. I swear to God, happens like all time, every day. This is 44 Center Street. Also, this guy walked or on the bike Center Street. I think I saw that guy last night when I was recording. Sing. Just turn when you drove by me. Sing. Sing. This white car is turning when he pulls up to the intersection. The white truck. It's gonna drive right now. Oh, I saw a whitey and I saw a guy running with a red shirt or something, and I see someone walking, getting across the alley when I get across the alley. Like someone was running the opposite way of the person that was walking with the red shirt. Are they gonna run out here too? That'd be crazy. There's a car right there. This white car just took off in the background, I think. I think this squirrel just synced, and I saw sync heads in front of a van to the side of me. Sync mobiles. Is the squirrel sync? Where'd he go? This car is turning as that one drives by me. They're both black, and that's black. Are they synced? This car is right at the alley, and this car is driving out in front of me as he drives in front of me. Sync. I think it was black and silver. This car is pulling up here where they sync. Is it sync? This cop is turning as the red car is in front of me. Is it sync? This white and this tan car are synced. Sync. Sync. I think he just hit his turn signal right when I walk up. I think it's the sync. He's revving his engine right behind me. Sync. When that black car drove by me, a silver car was driving behind me. I think it's synced. He's hitting his turn signal right here. You know, it's Whitey was driving by right there. Is he gonna turn sync? Ta-da! I'm stock tardy. Where'd the piglet go? Did he get out yet, or is he gonna get out synced? He's got his windshield wipers on. There's a cop coming out right now. Right when I walk by the edge of the sidewalk, he's looking over at me. Did he see me sync? I hope he caught me so I can be famous. This has a 66 sync. Don't think she just walked the other way right there. Don't think again. This car's coming out in front of me right here. Oh yeah, and then the other day, the video that I did got muted. I think I muted it accidentally. And like at the end of it, there's this lady on a bike, and she's riding by the back of a parked white SUV. And then she turns when I walk up to the intersection, and she's just flipping me off, and she's like, "Why do you always do that? You're always doing that." As she walks up to the intersection, there's a car driving by. It's white SUV. Is it synced? Is it a sink head? Is it two sink heads? Was it a whitey sandwich? Is it a mayonnaise sandwich? There's a cop. See? What's the whitey doing? There's a whitey in front of me and he drives behind me. That's what he's doing. And this. That's what the whitey's doing. And this whitey pulled up when he drove by me. And that has an 86 and 93 backwards. Is it 93 backwards? This is turning. Is it sync? Is it sync? He's hitting his brakes right there. Is it sync? Is he gonna meet a black car at the intersection? What's gonna happen next? I see a white. Is it sync? I see whiteys that look synced. Starting to rain again. So I can't catch any more sinks. I only caught 1.5 million on this one. So too bad. Can't catch any more sinks. I saw a car behind that white car. I thought it was gonna. Oh, there it is. I think it was sinks. The whitey just drove into the alley right when I walk up. He's just sitting at the edge of it, and then he drives all the way in when I walk up. Is this gonna be a whitey? It's sitting here turned on. Is it gonna sink? Is he gonna hit his car alarm for no reason too? It's pretty much right at that place where they sink, and it's driving by the back of the whitey. I think someone just started sweeping sink. Is it synced? Don't sink. She's sweeping faster right there. Is it synced? She stopped and then she started again right there. Is it synced? Don't sink. Scratching your head right there. Is it synced? Looks like a sink. I think she stopped when these pulled up. She's opening the door right here at the door. Sink. Oh, she's sweeping again. This car looks synced. Is it synced? This truck looks like it's pulling up synced. Is it synced? Looks like it's pulling up synced, and it's gonna drive by me synced, and it has an 86 synced. Here comes the sinks.